Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Alien Invasion RPG Idle. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to best spend crystals and which upgrades you wanna prioritize in order to progress much more quickly through the game. Now crystals are this premium currency, the diamond shape one, that you can find in the main shop. Now you can use these crystals for many different upgrades. You can use them for the power-ups, you can use them to get more meat, more blue eggs, more DNA, green and purple eggs, and also for different items in the winter zone. So the different SSS, ice meat, the different gems, toxic barrels, and the spears. Now, very early on, the only way in which you're going to be able to collect these crystals is going to be through the special humans that you can find right in this area. These humans have a spawn time of 3 hours, so once you collect them, at the beginning they're going to give 5 crystals each, and so once you collect them, you're going to be needing to wait 3 hours until the next human is spawned. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Now, another way early on in which you can get these crystals is through watching the ads. There is an ad that sometimes is going to spawn that is going to give you 3 crystals just by watching an ad. So it's going to be 30-40 seconds ad, and you can gain 3 crystals in that way. And very early on, that you don't really gain that many crystals, that is actually the most efficient and the best way to get crystals. Remember that also playing on the events, this also gives you some crystals, even though very early on when you don't have that much range, especially, it's hard to keep up with the flying enemies, and sometimes they might go through walls or they might get outside the range, so you might not be able to catch them. But yeah, that's the only bad thing. But also participating in the events, leveling up by collecting items that also give you crystals, plus at the end of the day, the fact that if you get into the leaderboard, so if you can get in the top 500 places, you actually gain 100 crystals, which once again, very early on, it's pretty significant. Now, what I recommend you is right at the beginning, you're gonna need to complete a quest on Castle Farm by using crystals. So I recommend you to use crystals for completing this quest, because this is gonna be needed so then you can afford and unlock the winter zone. So very early on, you're going to use crystals for that. Also, I think the very first catcher and the very first deliver is going to cost very little crystals, like 5 each. So you're also going to unlock them, but just 1. So don't bother about getting more. Don't worry. The most important thing, so the thing you're going to really have to prioritize if you want to progress more quickly through the game, is to get the power up right here, which is called bonus resources from humans. Is the power up that you can find right in the right side, and this one, each level is going to give you 10% increase in the resources. Now these are all resources, so you get more crystals, you get more meat, you get more DNA, you get more blue eggs, you get more from everything. And the very first level that you can get, I think it costs 100 crystals, and it's super efficient, because you can get already 5.5 crystals from every human. Instead, rather than getting 5, you get 5.5. So you start earning 1 crystal more for every 2 humans that you collect, pretty much. And that's super good, especially because of the fact that then you can get the level 2, which is gonna cost, if I remember correctly, it should be 200 crystals, maybe 250, which increases by 20% the resources, so you actually get 6 crystals each from each human here. And yeah, so this upgrade right here is your priority. You wanna use most, if not all, of the crystals you earn to upgrade the bonus resources from humans. That's gonna give you more meat, more DNA, more blue eggs, more crystals, more from everything. So that's your priority. Don't bother early on about getting a lot of delivers, about AFK farming, all the stuff. When you have low range, low stats, it's not really that efficient. So yeah, just don't really bother about that. Once you get your power up, like bonus resources from humans, like around level 4, level 5, you can maybe think about getting another deliver. So maybe 2 delivers, maybe 3. but yeah, only after you have got already some levels of the bonus resources from humans. Then as you move up to the winter zone, you catch here, you get to an area where you can start gaining crystals in many different ways. Now, once again, you're gonna need to complete a certain amount of quests before you can actually unlock the reactor. But then once you unlock the reactor, it's very important that every hour you start it. It doesn't matter if you can't go through all the way and stabilize the portal and open the portal. It doesn't really matter. The important thing is that here there will be spawned either the Queen of Worms or the actual, like a fat guy, that's gonna give you crystals. The Queen of Worms is gonna give you 5 crystals. The big guy is gonna give you instead 10 crystals. Of course, as you get very low stability here, you're gonna be getting most Queen of Worms, or if not all. But again, remember, it's 5 crystals in this case every hour. So it's very, very important that you complete the quest. I think you're gonna need like a level 9 in order to access to all the areas in which you're gonna need to complete these ones are here, the amplifiers. So I think that's gonna be the only thing needed. So like level 9 or 10, I don't remember exactly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Then once you get the reactor, remember, at least once every hour, 1 hour and a half, activate it, because that's going to give you a lot more of crystals. Then another very, very important thing, not just to gain more crystals, but overall in the game, is to get the farmings going. So max green essence mine, the red essence, and the purple essence. And then once you have max those, you're gonna get the medals, and especially the gold essence medal. This one right here, that is the chance to get double resources, is also very important, because this one actually doubles the amount of crystals you get from the reactor, from the special humans, from all sources, other than from the actual farming. So these double resources don't apply to farming, but so to the farms. But for every other thing, it's gonna be doubled. So again, it's super, super good. And this resource actually, so this chance of getting double resource is what makes you able from these events right here. So these goblins I'm actually catching 2 of them. So you can see here that I got 2, not 1, but 2. So I catch 1, but I get 2. And that's because of the double resource effect. So that's why it's so, so important trying to maximize this medal shop, this evolution shop as it's called right now. Because that is going to actually give you double the amount of crystals, the amount of events, things that you get. And so again, remember, more crystals, more stats, and everything becomes much more smoother and much more quickly. So yeah, that's it. Remember, just prioritize bonus resources from humans until you max it. Like you want to reach level 10. Don't keep it at like level 8 or 9. Just max it. Level 10 is gonna double pretty much the amount of crystals, meat, ice meat, DNA, blue eggs, whatever. And yeah, that's your priority. After you max that one, I think probably getting around 7 delivers could be good. Don't use your crystals. Remember, never use crystals to unlock the catchers in this area. Don't. It's just worthless. It's pointless. These catchers are useless because most of the very high stats are gonna come from the winter zone. So don't spend any crystals on the catchers in this area. If you wanna unlock some catchers in the winter area, then yeah, you can do that. So these ones are here. These ones are pretty good instead. And they can give you a lot of meat and a lot of resources, a lot more compared to the other. And that's it. Then at that stage, like, you can prioritize and you can get with the crystals whatever you want. So it could be either the farming systems, it could be actual resources, meat or whatever other resource you might be needed, and so forth. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see ya. Bye bye.